You can complete in 1 hour. Mukham karoti vachalam pungam langayate grim yat kripatamaham mande Shri Gurum Deenataranam. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, in this class, as we always discuss, we learn how to remain chaste from great ladies. So, yes, I'm going to always, this class will be in YouTube. I post all the classes in YouTube except the discussion part. Personally, we discuss many things that I cut off, and other general class is always posted in YouTube. So, yes. If you want to see my all the other classes, last class I have posted the link for all the other classes. In YouTube, you can search for GITA Geeta Govinda Dasi channel. There, especially this thing, I have so many other classes like in Tamil and in Hindi and English. English class, we have a class for prayers, Bhagavatam prayers and other subjects, which I started since many years. So if this particular group, this chaste devotee group, is for young unmarried or young married girls, this is a kind of training group which I started to train the ladies to remain chaste. The other bhakti things we definitely learn from great sannyasis and great senior devotees. So my spiritual master especially told me to guide ladies, to guide women. This guidance is for everyone also. But first, we devotees, if we devotees get trained nicely, the basics for womanlyhood, then you can train others. So that's what we are doing. I have trained one Mataji, who is our god sister, and she is now taking class on every Friday for small girls. This class is for little grown-up girls, so that they understand little bit. Small girls, they cannot understand life, husband, family, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, all these things. So this is for little grown-up young ladies. And of course, getting Krishna Prema is our life goal. That is also we teach here. Okay. So now, last class, I described that we will listen to the story of Nala and Damayanti. Okay, Nala and Damayanti. It's a wonderful history, which is narrated in Mahabharata. In material world, we see so many Bollywood, Hollywood movies and other things. But a real history where both the hero and heroine are dedicated to each other, where you can see some real love. So here, once Yudhishthira Maharaj, when he was in Vanaparva, when the Pandavas were banished to forest for 14 years, so Yudhishthira Maharaj was very depressed. So he was kept on asking, if somebody like me who suffered like me, then there in the forest, the only thing they did is lots of satsang. When you are out of modern cities, when you are out of city, then you have so many nice satsang, which the Pandavas attained. So when Yudhishthira Maharaj was talking to a rishi, that rishi's name I am searching for. Wait. That Rishi told him, he asked that Rishi, Maharaj, have you ever seen somebody's life more worse than me? Then that Rishi told, yes, there was one story. Brihashwata, a Rishi named. He was narrating the story of Nala and Damayanti to Yudhishthira Maharaj. That time Arjuna went somewhere, so only other Pandavas were there. Then now this Rishi is narrating the story of Nala and Damayanti. Yudhishthira thought, I am the one who suffered a lot in my life. But this Rishi said, no, 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 no. There was another hero, a king, who also underwent a similar kind of suffering, but you listen to his life. So the story like this goes like this. Nala was a king, very handsome, very brave, powerful. He has lots of good qualities like demigod. And he's a king of a country called Nishada. Nishada is a dynasty, Nishada dynasty. So he was, Nala was very powerful person. So his father was Veerasena. So he was ruling his kingdom very nicely, young, but Nala was unmarried young. There was another kingdom called Vidarbha. The capital city is Kundina. So there lived a king by name Bhima. Unfortunately, Bhima had no children. So he was praying. So a rishi, a Brahma rishi by name Damana came to him and he gave him blessings. By the blessing of Damana, he got 3 boys and 1 girl. That girl was Damayanti because he got the benediction from the rishi, Brahma rishi, Damana. So the name he all kept is like this. Damayanti is the name of the girl. And the boys were 3. Dama, Danta, Damana. Like that, they kept the same name of that rishi. So what happened in that time in the world? This is happening in the world. So the professional storytellers were glorifying Nala to Damayanti and Damayanti to Nala. Like there is a king, Nala is so handsome, very powerful, very good in handling horses. So all the good qualities were narrated in front of Damayanti. Similarly, then Damayanti was like a beauty Miss World like that at that time. And Damayanti was very, very good, like a demigoddess, like a beautiful princess with all good characters. So, regarding about Damayanti, Nala heard a lot. Once Nala was thinking about, because it's the age for them to get married. So Nala was thinking, and he was walking in the garden area. He saw some golden feathered swans flying. And he was so attracted and he catch hold of one bird. And the bird will not speak, but this particular bird started speaking. The bird said, please don't kill me. I will do one favor to you. Nala got very astonished. The bird is speaking. Then he said, what will you do for me? You leave me, spare my life. I will glorify you in front of Damayanti. Now Nala is in search of Damayanti. And the swan said, yes, I will go as a messenger to Damayanti. So you please leave me. And then Nala was very happy. Okay, you please tell Damayanti about my mind and I want to marry her. So now this golden feathered swan, a group of swans, this one particular is speaking. So they all moved to Damayanti's palace, inner place, inner chamber, where only exclusively the princess and her friends remain. So they were playing some games and be with each other. So Damayanti was attracted again to this golden feathered swan. So she followed that one swan. If all the girls were scattered by different swans, they were playing with the swans. But this one swan took Damayanti in a separate place where the swan spoke to her that the swan met Nala and Nala is interested in Damayanti. Damayanti also then said, yeah. Then the conversation happened. She also showed, uh, she presented herself that she is also interested in getting married to Nala. The bird flew back again and informed Nala. So by thinking, who is this Nala and how I can get him, these kind of thoughts made Damayanti sick. It is a kind of melancholy and then sickness happened to Damayanti. So the father understood, the mother understood. This is the age for us to arrange our marriage. So, okay, now we will announce Swayambara so that we will let our daughter choose her own husband. This is not possible in this yuga. So when I narrate such stories, my dear girls, please think that it will not work out with everyone. Damayanti was different. For our young girls, I suggest that you be submissive to the parents and elders and your counselors. They will fix you. Because nowadays, this is very common that the girl is choosing her own husband, but not everyone is successful because Maya is very powerful. You may get a wrong person. This is a very divine story. So everything went well there. So, my dear girls, for you, I will not suggest a love marriage. You please always obey your parents and elders, and they will do the good for you. Hmm? So, Damayanti's parents were very careful, and so they announced Swayamvara. Swayamvara means the girl can choose her uh, king or choose her husband. So now, when they announced, definitely Nala will come. Everywhere the announcement went. The announcement went even to heavenly planets. Narad Muni went and said that there is a beauty queen, beauty princess in the earthly planet, and she is, nobody can be equal to her beauty, such a beautiful lady. So the heavenly planets, the demigods, especially Indra, Varuna, Agni, and Yama, all these four Lokapalas, they are the maintainers of the different departments of the material world. They got attracted. They know that Damayanti is a special lady. So they wanted to get married to Damayanti. So they came down. So when they came down, they know that Damayanti and Nala are so attracted to each other. So they stopped Nala on his way and when Nala saw this celestial demigods, he got very surprised. Then he paid his obeisances and he said, who are you? Why you are stopping me to going into the Vidarbha Desh? So the Damayanti's father's country is Vidarbha. So why you are stopping me? I'm going to the Swayamvara of Damayanti. And then King Indra said, yes, fine, you can go there, but as a messenger of us. In the beginning, they said, we are demigods, so will you do us a favor? Without thinking, Nalas agreed that I will do a favor to you. Then they said, you go as a messenger of us to Damayanti and then tell her to choose any one of us. Who dare, no? Then Nala said, I like Damayanti and Damayanti like me. So we want to get married. But how come you are telling me to go as a messenger? This. They said, you please glorify us. We are the rulers of the material world and we are more attractive, more powerful, more everything than you. So you please recommend us to Damayanti. Then he said, how I can go to her? Because she will be in the palace with lots of securities. He said, the demigod said, for you, we will give you some uh, power so that nobody will notice you. You can straight away go there and talk to Damayanti. This, in fact, helped Nala to see Damayanti and they have a good understanding. It's all good for Nala, but Nala had a very heavy heart. How he can go to his lover and say that you marry somebody else? It was painful. But still Nala agreed, okay, because they are superiors. They are demigods and the demigods are ordering him. So he agreed, yes, I will go. He went and without any disturbance, without anybody stopping him inside the palace, he could go easily. And when he went there to the inner chamber of Damayanti, lots of friends and Damayanti were seated there. Then all the girls, young girls, and Damayanti stood up and they saw the very attractive, very handsome Nala standing there, and they could understand he must be somebody very special, must be a demigod or somebody very. So all other girls were a little bit scared, but Damayanti is princess, right? She had a little bit courage and she spoke, who are you? How come you can come here in our chamber? You are not allowed. Young man, who are you? Then Nala spoke very boldly that I am Nala. But I came as a messenger of these demigods. Then you please better choose Indra, Agni, Varuna, or Yama. Better you leave me. You please choose one of the demigods. Then Damayanti said, that is not possible, my dear sir, because I have already made my mind that I cannot marry anybody else, only you. That's why my father arranged this Swayamvara. You also came. I will definitely marry you only. So my life is fixed with you. There is no way that somebody may be a demigod or whoever it may be. I will not choose anybody else. But now Nala is very scared. He said, we may get some curse from these demigods. It is for your good and for my good also. So it is very painful for me to speak like this, but I have no other way. I'm speaking because, it is better that you choose one of them. She says, it is not possible. I'll find my way. You please come tomorrow. But she requested him that please come tomorrow. Out of fear, please don't come, don't that you don't escape from the place. You please come, do attend the Swayamvara. Then Nala departed to meet the demigods. And he said, he went and narrated exactly what happened between him and Damayanti. And then the demigod said, and then, so okay. So Damayanti is very determined to marry you alone. Nala, yes, said, yes, this is too honest, right? Nala is such a very honest person, Nala. He could have made some politics here, but he said, this Damayanti wants to marry only me. Then the demigods planned that we will devise another way to get her hand. So the next day, Swayamvara is happening, and all the assembled big kings and prince from different countries, they all assembled there. So definitely, each one was introduced to Damayanti. So definitely, she was looking for Nala only. When they introduced Nala, there was 5 persons like exactly like Nala. So all these demigods, they made a plan to look alike, like Nala. So now this is the test for Damayanti's purity. If Damayanti is really dedicated to Nala, she will get, right? This is the first test she is undergoing in her life. Her life is full of tests only. And this is the first test. How she is going to get Nala? All the all the 5 are looking like Nala. Who is Nala now? Demigods have the power to change themselves to any kind of human being or any kind of being. They have mystical powers. Using that mystical power, uh, they became the like exactly like Nala. Now Damayanti is very powerful lady. Huh? So she prayed so intensely to the same demigods that she said to the demigods, I am really committed to Nala. If my purity is true, if my love is true, then please show your identities so that I can identify who is real Nala. Then there are some symptoms of demigods. The demigods, if they wear a flower garland, the garland will not get dry and they don't sweat. Their feet doesn't touch the earth. They raise above. So such symptoms our Damayanti found out, and then she finally found out who is Nala, real Nala. Then she garlanded him. The demigods also were very happy and they blessed the couple. Each one of them gave some special boons to uh, Damayanti and Nala. And one such boon is very nice boon. Different boons they gave. Uh, that Nala got a boon that he has a very good taste, subtle taste to identify the quality of food. That Nala is a very good cook also. That's why we say that when somebody cooks, we call them as Nala, and then it is Nala Baha means Nala has the taste to find out which is nice like that. It's a very special ability. So that was given to him by Yamaraj, Yama. So this uh, all these demigods, after blessing Nala and Damayanti, they disappeared. So when Nala got married to Damayanti, he said to Damayanti that because you underwent, like you were so determined to get married me alone. So my dear princess, my dear queen, Damayanti, I shall remain yours and yours alone. He say it as because the kings can marry any number of ladies, kings can do anything. But here Nala was very clearly promising Damayanti that I shall remain yours and yours alone. So Damayanti was also qualified for such a great love. She also commit herself to Nala and they start their life with the blessings of everyone. And so they lead a very peaceful, happy life. So they gave birth. Damayanti gave birth to twins, one boy and one girl together. So Indrasena, Indrasena. Both the names are same with A. A comes means girls have the name like Anjana, Kamala, Vanita, Geeta, Sita, So Indrasena, Indrasena, both children they have got. So now when they got married, the demigods who attended the Swayamvara, they were all very good. So okay, when Damayanti choose Nala, they are okay for that. But one demigod, some places he is that demigod is described as Sunny. In some places, he is described as Kali Purusha. Anyway, we will call him as Kali. Kali is a villain now in the story, in the history. So this Kali got very angry on this occasion. He wanted to marry Damayanti, but he came late. So by then everything went well. So he was very determined. Now I will definitely spoil the life of Nala. That was his idea. So when he was waiting, so this Kali was waiting for Nala to do some mistakes. So we all learn many lessons from such history. The main thing is when we follow the regulative principles, when we are doing deity worship, uh, day-to-day life, we need to be very, very clean in our habits. So Kali was like you losing hair. If you keep the hair loose, also Kali will enter into it. That's why now all the women are so crazy because the Kali enters the mind from the hair. So many such loopholes are there. So that the bad influence, the Sani or Kali or Rahu, they afflict the individual. So Kali was patiently waiting to capture Nala so that he can ruin his life. But he was waiting for 12 years. For 12 years, Nala was perfect. One day in a hurry, Nala went to bathroom to pass urine, but he didn't wash his feet. When you wash your feet, you have to wash from the ankle. The full feet should be washed properly with water when you go to bathroom or toilet or that. So it should be washed properly with water. So this when Nala went, he didn't wash his feet properly. At the backside, he left a little bit in a hurry. Somewhere it is mentioned that he didn't wash. Somewhere it is mentioned he washed off. So when there is no, when the dry place is there, immediately the Kali entered from there and entered into his mind. When somebody is influenced by the negative force like Kali, they behave differently. Though Nala is famous for his very good qualities. He was very good person, very good qualities, very powerful person. But still, he was influenced by Kali. So now this Kali influenced Nala's brother Pushkara also. Pushkara was always jealous of Nala's uh, braveness, Nala's power and luck. But now Kali influenced Pushkara, saying that we will give you a special dice to play the gambling. That dice will come whatever you say. So uh, you go and challenge Nala for a gambling. Then, Kali influenced his brother also. So once this Pushkara went to Nala and said, let's play a game, gambling. But he was asking in front of Damayanti. See, this is the uh, quality of a Kshatriya that if somebody calls you for gambling match or fighting match, one should definitely go. So this Nala has to agree. He said, yes, we will play. Nala also had an inclination to play gambling match. So now Nala went and Pushkara, both of them are playing. From the first game, only Pushkara is winning because that dice has the special power. Whatever Pushkara wants, that is coming. So definitely he's going to win the game. So every time Nala is keeping something or other as the wage. He kept gold, he kept silver, he kept all valuable clothes, he kept villages, he kept horses, he kept elephants. But every time when he lose, he has the interest to somehow or other, I will win. I will put this now, put that now, like Yudhishthira Maharaj. He's keep on waging something or other, something or other. But what happened? Everybody around him come to know that there is going to be a big negative incident going to happen. Maharaja Nala is going to lose everything. So the people and the ministers, they all assembled near the palace to educate the king. See, uh, the leaders should be guided by the people also, by the people, by the ministers. So the righteous king, they listen to the ministers, they listen to the citizens also. So ministers Damayanti went and cried, but Nala is completely occupied, completely influenced by the Kali. So Nala is not at all turning and answering Damayanti. His mind is completely gone, completely taken by the Kali Purusha. So the people also, they wanted to protect Nala and the kingdom. So the people assembled. So Damayanti again went to see them, went to see the people, and came back again to see Nala and say, please, my dear king, please, now you listen to the citizens. Now you stop what you are doing. Nothing worked out. Nala was completely gone, completely maddened with the game. So this is what addiction is called. See, when we understand some things like drinking alcohol, taking drugs, or some addictive practices like, watching this YouTube things, all these things are addictive. So it is always better to protect us um, before enter into such habits. Rather, after getting that habit, coming out is impossible. Impossible, we can say. Nobody can, unless and otherwise you go very down and lost everything, then your life become very hell. Then some people, they realize and then come back. These things which creates addictions, one should be very, very careful. By mistake also, one should not turn towards such things. This is the bad time of Nala. Nala was very, 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 very good king. But because he was influenced by the Kali, he was not listening to anyone. So now, Damayanti, she was very intelligent lady, not ordinary person. We know that. From the beginning, she was extraordinary and powerful and very devoted. So she was thinking what can be done now. Then to protect our children are like around 10 years old. So children needed to be protected from such calamities. So she calls a very trustworthy chariot driver, Varshneya. His name was Varshneya, and she called him and said that now situation, what is happening here. So better you take my children to my father's kingdom, leave them there, then rest I will manage here. So that dedicated servant took the children and left them in the custody of the grandfather, Bhima, and his wife, and the king, and the other uncles. A big family is there for Damayanti. So safely she sent both the children there. Later, Vashneya, who is a chariot driver, didn't come back here. He know that his king, Nala, is not going to be king again. So let me go to some other country. He went to a country, Ayodhya. There he was under a king called Rituparna. Rituparna, again, we will come to know. That's why this mentioned here. Varshnaya went to Ayodhya, where the king was Rituparna. Now, after losing everything, Pushkara was very political. And he wanted to gain the hand of Damayanti also, very bad. So he said, you please keep Damayanti in wage. But Nala was very intelligent. He didn't put himself and Damayanti in the wage. He said, I'm not going to. He lost everything. When he lost everything, then Pushkara said, you have lost everything. Now you get out of the kingdom. Very simple way, easy way to catch the kingdom. By his physical power, he could have never won Nala. Nala was very powerful, very mighty, was skilled. But now by cheating in the gambling game, he said, now everything is gone. Now you go out of the country. Nobody should support this couple. Even Damayanti said she wanted to take some clothes and nothing was allowed. You whatever you are wearing, you just go out. So Nala and Damayanti had to leave the country the same day. And the citizens were announced that they are not supposed to support Nala and Damayanti in any way by giving food, shelter, clothing, nothing should be given. So they are banished literally. So they were staying outskirts of the country for some days, but then they went into forest, that's all. So then a real tough time is going to start now for both of them. So they were for 3 days, they both were starving without food. Damayanti is having only one cloth, that's all. Can you imagine? If you imagine such a situation, what will happen? Nowadays, any modern lady will tolerate such problems. They will immediately jump into, okay, fine, let me say bye to you. No, that will be the answer of any modern girl. But Damayanti was very dedicated. Damayanti is wonderful lady. Whether you are a king, whether you are a beggar, I am your wife. I committed myself. In whatever situation you are in, I will follow you. This is the mood of Damayanti. We have to learn a lot from Damayanti. Damayanti said, all along the path in the forest, Nala was telling Damayanti, my dear, you please go to your father's house. I cannot come to your father's kingdom now in this condition. You please go. Your father will take care of you nicely. Once I regain everything, you please come that time. Now you please go and be in a comfortable. Our children also there. You please go there. Damayanti is very adamant. I will follow you wherever you are. How can you talk like this? If we will both go to my father's kingdom, if we both will go there, come, we both. But Nala was ashamed, This is not in the hands of Kshatriya. Go and stay in somebody's house and dependent on them like that. Though it may be father-in-law also. The real Kshatriyas, they don't go. So Nala was not willing to go. Okay, he was trying to find some way to eat something. So he was capturing some birds. By throwing his clothes, he had only one cloth, and that cloth, he put that cloth on some birds. And the birds were nothing but the same dice, where he played the dice, no? The same dice came as birds to cheat him again, to take the only cloth he had. So when the cloth were fallen on the dice, it took the cloth and flew away, the birds. The birds said that we are the agents of Kali and we wanted to deprive you of even the cloth. He had only one cloth and he was very ashamed. Imagine if he was a king and he had so much opulence, but within a short period of time, he lost everything. Nothing he had. This is now you see the husband is not having anything. What is the reaction of the wife? Wife, Damayanti said, you don't have anything, no problem. You share my clothes. Then she shares her clothes with him. This part was narrated by Srila Prabhupada in one of the lectures. This is how a chaste lady is. She is ready to suffer with a husband, whatever condition he may be in. When he is rich, when he is opulent, when he is good, I will enjoy life with him. When he has nothing, then I will throw him out. That is not the mood of a chaste lady. The chaste lady is always there with the husband. Then Damayanti said, no way we will be together. Then they are sharing the same clothes. So they have to be together. They cannot be separated now. So they are searching, searching, searching. They became very tired, and they in some area of the forest, both of them slept very nicely. They were sleeping deeply. Suddenly Nala woke up and he was kept on thinking that I can suffer. But why should my innocent wife should be suffer? Because I am suffering because of my gambling match. This is my fault. For my fault, why such a nice, very good, beautiful wife who is very soft and tender, why she should suffer? So now I will leave her so that she can go to her parents' house. That was his intention. So there he saw how I can escape from her. He saw some rusted knife there. So he took that knife and then separated, he cut off that cloth, which both of them are sharing. Then she is in deep sleep, slowly thinking that I am with my husband, whether it is in palace or in the forest. He is there with me. So she was peacefully sleeping. Nala escaped. And in the middle of the night, Damayanti, for something, she woke up and she found that Nala is not there. She is calling, oh, he went somewhere to for natural call or where he went, he was calling, 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 crying, calling, crying, calling. And it is all dark in the forest. She's very loudly crying, asking him, please come back. I'm suffering. I cannot live without you. Please come, please come. She's searching. The night went away, then the day came. She's kept on walking everywhere in the forest. She's trying to find him out. Nowhere she could find him. Then what happened? The forest is having wild animals, right? So one serpent, a very gigantic serpent, coiled her to swallow her. So it is paining. No, the serpent started coiled her. So it is about to kill her. She's shouting, screaming, crying, oh, out of fear. But fortunately, a hunter came. And hunter had a nice, powerful knife. He cut off the head of the snake. So the snake, the serpent immediately died. Then the hunter was asking, who are you? You, by appearance, you look very, 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 uh, very disturbed. And but look wise, you seems to be a demigod. Who are you? Why you are like this? Why? What happened to you? He was asking. Then she narrated that I am a wife of a king, and then now because we lost our kingdom in the gambling match, she narrated everything to him honestly. When she was narrating that she is such a beautiful lady, right? But the appearance is very ugly, dirty, no, weak, but still her beauty is there. Damayanti's beauty is there, visible. So this hunter wanted to enjoy her. Then when the hunter's intention changes, Damayanti is very, very intelligent lady. So she could understand that this hunter has a different vision. Then she said that please don't have any other intention with me. But still, hunter will not mind her words. No, he wanted to use her. When he tried further, then Damayanti immediately gave a curse. If at all, if I have thought of any other man other than Nala, then this person should be immediately burnt to ashes. By her power of chastity, she curses him, and then she could see that immediately the hunter gets burned to ashes. Then she crosses the forest for many, and she is lamenting, asking each and every tree, "Where is my husband?" and praying to the Lord also. So when she was kept on praying, she entered into a beautiful place where it was filled with lots of beautiful ponds, mountains, rivers. It looked very, very beautiful. So there she could see, it's like big ashrams are there, rishis were there, and main three rishis she could see that mm, Bhrigu Rishi, and some two more, the Brahma Rishis. Bhrigu is the one whom Vasishta and Bhrigu, all three, Atri, Vasishta and Bhrigu. She could take darshan of them. She pays obeisances to them. Then she narrates her problems with them. And they say that, "Don't worry, my dear child, daughter, you'll be all right. You'll soon meet your husband. All this problem will come to an end. You please be brave. Don't worry. Don't be scared. Nothing will happen to you because you are a very chaste lady. So our blessings are always there for you. You continue your journey. You will meet Nala soon." It was not so soon, but she had to undergo a lot of dangers and troubles, problems, until she meets her husband Nala. Then, when they blessed her, immediately everything went off. This may be a dream or in reality. She couldn't understand what happened here. So it's by the Supreme Lord's arrangements, these rishis and munis, they gave some consolation to Damayanti. She is faultless, she is pure. Our dedication to her life and Nala is perfect, 100%. So it is a reciprocation from the Supreme Lord that she should be encouraged to face the different kinds of dangers which is awaiting in her life. Again, she is going to see many other problems. So for that, Lord gave her some consolation from these rishis and munis. I think it is now going to be 5 o'clock, means 1 hour. So better we will continue this story next week also, because it is going. I thought I will complete today. It was not possible. It's only halfway through we came. Otherwise, I need to cut off the other interesting details described in this history. There are many other interesting details described here in this. So, which I really want to tell you that, such things existed and how powerful they are, how skilled they are, and how they found each other. That is very, very interesting, how they found each other. So, we will go in detail next week also. So, I will stop with this and we will have some other discussion together with each other. And then now I will continue the story from here, from this Damayanti meeting the rishis. From there, I will continue next week. Now we will have some